Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, testing. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. Oh. Let's see if this makes a difference. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, testing. Mary had a little lamb whose fleece was white as snow. Good morning, everyone. I think that's better, actually. All right. So, can someone remind me, did we finish off the SQL stuff? I think we did. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did. Good! Thank you, Nathan. Cool. Alright, so we're on to topic 12. The last topic of the course. So, I made a bit of an error in my evaluation of the universe last time we spoke. Let me just say my piece and then I'll get to your questions. The last day of classes isn't Monday, it's Wednesday, which means that your exam is actually being held on the first day of the exam period, immediately after classes finish. I'm not sure what demon of human resources decided that was a good idea not have at least 1 day gap between the exams and the, it's not like they have to book rooms, It's not like they couldn't have just, but anyway. So, we are actually going to have classes on both the 7th and the 8th of this month, which means that we actually probably will have time to get through most of the machine learning material, and that also means that we could, in theory, make the 8th into the review session, but let's see what the poll said. Let's see what the poll said. Because I put a poll up about when we might have a review session. This is the wrong one. Alright. So, 37% of users say 9:30 to 10:30 on the Wednesday, and 34% of users say, 42% of users say this one, 34 want it over 12:30 to 1:30. You were allowed to select multiple slots, I think, so basically this is good. Yes, cool. So, I guess that makes it official. We'll do it at 9:30 on next Wednesday. Ta-da! Democracy! Democracy in action. Catbert. Yes! It was probably Catbert. Yeah, Mario 3 is the best video game. Just the best video game. Anyway, so if you MSAF'd midterm 3, should your grade show a 0 or should it show something else? So we received rather a large volume of MSAFs for assignment or for midterm 3, and I'm not sure that Eric has gotten through effecting all of those changes yet. I incidentally, when those things happen, I sort of send them to Eric to actually deal with them. So he might not be through all of them just yet. When you have what you should have there, it should say exempted rather than a 0. So if it doesn't say exempted, then it hasn't been processed yet. But if you received an email back from me, if you followed up with me as per the policy and I replied back to you that your MSAF had been received, then everything should be in order. It just isn't there yet. However, if you never emailed me and you don't see it, then, that might be an entirely different situation. What's my favorite Pokemon? Oh my goodness. Let me think about that one and I'll get back to you. There's so many to choose from. Like, pick a category. Like, what's my favorite Pokemon to use? What's my favorite Pokemon design? Like, be more specific, man. Anyway, so that's good. That's all true. There were a couple of announcements that had resulted from Tuesday's lecture. Number 1, the review session, obviously. Number 2, I posted a practice examination by popular request. So if we take a look at this bad boy, this is actually an exam that I actually set for an actual class in the actual semester, I think. I think this might have been like an exam that I was preparing to release, and then I had to flip to online format rather quickly, so it but the questions are all there. So if you're looking for some practice material for the exam, this demonstrates the breadth that I would consider applicable to the exam, and it also takes into consideration an approximate length. I'm not sure. I forget. But anyway, so there you go. So if you'd like some practice questions, there you go. By popular request. And, oh my goodness, was there one other thing? Yeah, okay. Nope, so, I just want to bring one other thing up. Mark, wonderful guy that he is, has made some extra tutorial videos about how to do the object-oriented programming question on Test 3. He walks you through it in excruciating detail, and he does like a cold read of the question. So he doesn't have the solution. He doesn't have the solution in front of him. So you guys can really go through his thought process in how he breaks down the problem, which I think is extremely useful. So if you guys want to check those out, then I highly recommend it. And if you're looking for some feedback on your assessments at this point in time, please hit up either Indica or Swale. They have been assigned to help you guys out. So there we go. Cool. How many questions will there be on the final? I don't know. I need to finalize that. That's a detail that I'm still working out. In general, on the tests, my normal inclination is to do a few large questions. In the exam, I don't know, maybe even just to give it a little bit of a flavor, I like to mix large questions and small questions. So the raw number of questions might not be a good indicator of how much work the exam is going to be, which I feel is the question behind your question, sir. So yeah. Electrode. Electrode is my favorite Pokemon design. I think he's cool. Exeggutor is also a lot of fun. Anyway, you can tell I'm a Gen 1er, eh? So, anyway, yeah. So, unless there are any more questions about anything, actually, it might be good to take some time at this point in time, because the exam is coming up right quick. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to put them in the chat now while I